For seniors, falling can have major impacts, not just broken bones, but also head trauma, reduced mobility, and in some cases, even death. A Matter of Balance is an award-winning program designed to manage falls and increase activity levels. And joining us for today's Aging in Place to talk more about it are Delane Caldwell and Daniel Dorset from the local Office on Aging. Good morning to both of you. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Good morning.
And yeah, I think we think about falls a lot this time of year with the winter weather, the snow and ice that we've had the last week or so, and that really does, increase the dangers, of course, for people. But, a lot of falls happen in the homes.
Right.
So we mentioned, some of the dangers of falling. What are other things that can happen if a senior falls?
Well, if a senior falls, it can be a life-changing event for them, especially if there's an injury involved, because trying to regain their mobility and trying to regain their function after breaking a bone can be very difficult for them. Insurance only pays for therapy for so long, and they may or may not be able to recover in the time that their insurance allows for them to have the PT. Matter of Balance is thinking about how to help reduce those falls. A lot of our class is dependent on cognitive restructuring. It's more about how we think about falls. How do we think about our fear of falling? Why am I afraid to do this particular activity? Because I've either fallen myself doing it, or my friend fell and I saw their life change. So Matter of Balance, we spend a lot of time with brainstorming and thinking about how to reframe our thoughts and how to turn negative thoughts about falling into positive thoughts. And we do that with different topics throughout the workshop. Assertiveness, how can we be assertive and not be a bully? Talking to our doctors, how can we prepare for our doctor visit to help manage our fear of falling? Medications, it can cause falling.
Have side effects and things.
Because the number one side effect of most of our medications is dizziness and lightheadedness. So we talk about how we can address those issues with your doctors and with your medical providers, with your pharmacist and things like that.
And with your family.
And with your family, because we're afraid to talk about our fear of falling, because our families are going to think, okay, we can't live independently anymore, or, you're going to need more help. And so this is all about keeping our independence and keeping our function and doing the activities that we've enjoyed all our lives, but doing it in a safer manner.
Sure, and it really does become a quality of life thing. And I love the fact that this program isn't just touching on, the physical, being careful when you're walking, and of course, getting physical exercise and things like that, but also the mental, the emotional side of it, because it is very limiting if you're constantly afraid of falling. In the classes, Danielle, what are some things that folks learn?
I think one of the best things they learn is how to ask for help, right? Or how to use assisted devices, and to use them and not be embarrassed of using them, like canes and walkers and things like that. But then we learn some different mobility, exercises and things like that, help get their blood flow going, which, helps oxygenate them and just makes them a little bit more functional throughout the day. So we provide them with a lot of different tools. And I think the language and being able to communicate to their caregivers and their doctors and things like that is probably one of the more empowering things, along with the exercise and the strengthening that we do.
Yeah, it really is a mind-body connection. And so this class is for anyone that's afraid of falling, pretty much.
Age 60 and older.
Okay.
That it is an evidence-based program, and so we do have to stick to those parameters. So it is age 60 and older, but you can live independently, or you could be in a congregate living environment, assisted living or independent living, and still participate in the class.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming in today, and thank you for providing this education. We do want to get that information up on our screen as to when these next classes are going to be happening. They're going to be at the Harvest Ministries in Roanoke on Thursday, starting January 23rd and running until March 13th from 10 a.m. until noon. And of course, we've got that information for you on our website. If you'd like to sign up or learn more about falls prevention classes, we've got that information for you. You can email Delane if you'd like to sign up. All right, again, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Stay with us. More news and weather coming up after this break.